Our information is security.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Well, we're staying around that trend, looking at the Exchange Limited's performance for today. And joining me is an equities trader with Rostrum Investments and Securities Limited, Mr. Dele Sanusi. Mr. Sanusi, good afternoon, and thank you so much for your time on the program.
Good afternoon to you. How was your day?
Well, it's been fine. Yes, I was talking just earlier with the CFO of Transcorp Power, looking at their figures at the exchange. Maybe we could take it up from that note. What is playing out around the market? Your assessment for this month of January? It seems like it's looking pretty well.
Yes. You should not forget that the any period is at the corner, and some companies have started releasing their results. Meanwhile, next week we are going to, because the month will be ending next week, so we are going to see many of them also bringing out their fourth quarter results before the audited.
But as we expect that, what more should we be looking at for 2025, particularly with the market? People are expecting more listings and all of that for some companies around the country. What do you make of that?
Yes, we'll be expecting more listing, because if you look at the SEC, the person in charge of the SEC is capable and he have the experience. And not only that one, the exchange also, we have the people that are there, they know what they are doing. So, and I believe they have been doing it before. If you look at last year, they are able to do, and about 2 years ago, they were able to do more by bringing some companies. And I believe this year also, we are going to have, I know they are going to bring so many companies also into the board this year also. And you should know, as I've said before, SEC, they are really doing a wonderful job. The confidence is restored now on the market. Before you open your account now, due diligence is being done with your bank account and your detail. So without those one, the investor, they are somehow confident because they are, it's more reliable now to invest in the equity in the capital market. So I believe next year, this year rather, we are going to see some of the companies coming to list, and also companies also, they are going to perform very well. And also we believe that with the Trump, winning the election, though we believe that we should still have some money coming into the capital market.
So finally, with regards to the figures for today, what do you make of trading, and which sectors do you think is attracting investors fancy, let's say at this time? What sectors do you think we need to put our money in if we are to advise those that have this hot money to bring to the market?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tolulope. If you look at the banking sector, as I've said, not last week, that if you look at their fourth quarter year to date, for their 9 months, they have performed wonderfully well. So this year also, just only 1 quarter, I believe the banking sector, they are going to really perform. Not only that one, some consumer good like Presco, like Total, like USCN. If you look at the value of all those, the figure, the result, the last 9-month result that they released, this company, they perform very well. So, the investor, they are being advised, though they still need to seek the professional advice from their stockbroker. Looking at all those stocks, I believe they will not miss the target.
All right, then. I'm looking at also the insurance space. There have been a bit of activities around that space, and the stocks are also looking pretty well. We see right now, we heard about the third-party insurance that the NICOM and the NPF are saying that people must now start to have compulsorily, not like as it used to be. Yes. Do you also see that space performing better than it used to do, considering this fact?
Yes, Tolulope. Looking at the insurance sector, that's why I said that this year we should be expecting a positive movement. Wow. And if you look at the insurance sector also, they have started moving. But, by the time their recapitalization really come out, I believe we are going to know the direction of that sector. But apart from that one also, it's a good way, it's a good sector to put your money in.
I must thank you so much for your time. Mr. Dele Sanusi, do have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, okay.
All right, let's take you outside our shores. Global shares rose today, buoyed by the prospect of a softer stance on tariffs in China and lower U.S. rates following comments from President Donald Trump, while the yen firmed after the Bank of Japan delivered unexpected rate hike. The yen strengthened to 154.86 per dollar in volatile trading, shy by of a 1 month high it touched earlier this week. While the Nikkei was flat, European markets are set to join the party, with Eurostock 50 futures up 0.48%. China CSR 300 blue chip up 0.8%. Hong Kong Hang Seng Index 2% higher. The Australian and New Zealand dollars, as well as the yuan, rose on signs of a softer stance on tariffs from Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump's comments on wanting lower interest rates moved U.S. markets, with the S&P 500 hitting a record high, although investors remain cautious about the president's next move on trade and tariffs. A latest report from the Central Bank of Japan shows the Apex Bank has increased the cost of borrowing to its highest level in 17 years after consumer price accelerated in December. Now, this is following the latest economic data, which showed that prices rose last month at the fastest pace. The country's Apex Bank raises its short-term policy rate to 0.5%. The decision marks the BOJ's first rate hike since July and came just days after Donald Trump returned to the White House. The bank's governor, Mr. Kazuo Ueda, signaled this latest rate hikes in a bid to avoid another market shock. Now, the report also shows that core consumer prices in Japan increased by 3% in December, year on year, marking the BOJ's first rate hike since July. Electric vehicle maker Rayvan is set to launch its advanced hands-free driver assistance system in 2025 and its eye-off systems in 2026. This was revealed by the company's CEO, Mr. Robert Scaringe, amid heightened scrutiny of advanced driver's assistance system. And that's as leading EV makers such as Tesla pivots towards self-driving technology and robot access. Rayvan vehicles are currently equipped with the autonomy platform, I beg your pardon, that assists drivers but still requires their continuous attention and control of the vehicle, similar to features offered by some other automakers. Automakers have been competing in recent years to introduce more autonomous driving features, such as lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control, into their vehicles. All right, then, crude oil prices were little changed today, but headed for a weekly decline after U.S. President Donald Trump issued a sweeping plan to boost U.S. production and demanded OPEC's lower crude prices. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell to sell for $74.57 per barrel, with a downward review of 0.07%. Now, Brent experienced a downward price margin of 0.08% to sell at $78.23 per barrel. Bonnie Light sells for $78.62 with a decline of 2.84%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers offer $80.90 per barrel, now with a decline of 1.03%. Well, that's our package for today and, of course, for the week. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'll see you on Monday, where we'll talk more business. Of course, enjoy your weekend, get busy, always get the cash. I'll see ya.